Hey guys, how's it going? Today my video is going to be a little bit different. Today I wanted to address a letter that I got from one of my viewers called Going Crazy. She's been dealing with a bit of a relational issue with one of her coworkers and she needs some advice. So I'm going to try to help out today. The first thing I want to do is I want to summarize the letter just so that everyone understands what I'm going through and what I'm talking about. That way it can potentially help everyone else as well as Going Crazy. So there are some key concepts that I want to go over after I summarize, that way I can help you through this. So with the summary, we're going to talk about the key points of what has been said within your post. So you talk about how you've been talking to this guy in your office and you guys are in different levels and in the same building, same company, but different buildings. So I know that this can be hard and it makes it a little bit more difficult to try to understand how to meet and how to talk. And you talk about how the majority of your guys' conversations have been done through text message, which can almost make things even harder because going through text, it has a little bit less of a meaningful conversation than it would be if you had it in person. So you also talk about how he is funny and thoughtful and you guys have some great conversations through text that are really deep and meaningful, which is great. But you also talk about how he is very hesitant to meet in person and how you don't know why he's very hesitant to meet in person. And you don't want to waste anyone's time and you don't want to play any games because this means a lot to you, which makes a lot of sense. You bring up the fact that you don't know whether you want to call it quits or keep going because you really like this person, but you don't know how to go about it. So that's kind of what I want to address today. I don't think you should give up, but I do think that you should go through a few specific examples and concepts that would probably help you. So in today's video, I want to talk about the importance of self-disclosure, perception, and meaningful listening within a relationship. Once I'm done with that, I'd like to give you a few recommendations that I would try to use if I was in your situation. John Stewart says that meaningful listening is the ability to receive the spoken word accurately and retain information, sustain attention, and attend your own responsive speech and encourage the speaker. Stewart also talks about self-disclosure and provides a example called a freeing experience, which basically means when you are able to disclose yourself and how you're feeling with others, it can help them and it can also just make you feel more free and open to more ideas. It can also help you control a challenging social situation, which seems like what you're kind of going through right now. And it can also benefit another benefit of self-disclosure can be that it can help you manage your stress and adversity. So with that being said, I would really like to touch on the fact of perception the most because I think that's one of your biggest issues right now is with perception, because perception can mean so many different things when it comes to talking to a person that you are interested in, especially when you haven't met them in person. So many people take past experiences and put their emotions together from those experiences and then perceive a new situation as something like that might have been hard for them. So it makes it a little bit harder to perceive the fact that they want to meet with you if they're putting it towards something they've already been through that was not necessarily super fun. So I think that a recommendation for me would be to tell him how you're feeling and the fact that you really would like to meet with him, and that not meeting with him is making you upset because you know that you like him and you think he likes you too. And then talk about how you want to perceive the situation. Like talk about how you see yourselves meeting and what you want to do, and that he shouldn't be afraid if he's afraid, or that if something's going on, please tell you, because that way you guys can discuss it and figure it out together. Another thing is that it seems like it could be a little bit suspicious that he doesn't want to meet with you, because if he really likes you guys and you guys talk all the time, then I don't know what the problem is. H.A. Witkin said, perception is an orientation of a broad function depending on the organization of a wide variety of sensory experiences. Perceptual responses to an orientation test involves conflict between sensory experiences responsible for perception of a situation, which basically is what I'm saying, where you want to address the situation and you want to address how you want to meet and where you want to meet and how you want to go about it, because if he's perceiving it a different way, that might make it more difficult on his part. Now that I've gone over your letter and the importance of perception, listening, and self-disclosure, and have given you a few recommendations, I think that you'll be able to go through this situation and better yourself and better your relationship. I want to challenge you and everyone else to go out and use these concepts to find someone and build a good relationship. Have a good day.